This is James with WSTrades.com. I want to provide an update here on ticker PYPL or PayPal Holdings. So I actually recently went long this stock because I saw it was trending and I came in and looked at their chart. I have the 3-year weekly pulled up here and you can see this thing peaked out around $310. And this was 2021. It looks like it had a couple run-ups before we had the big market sell off to 310, and then it just had this huge dump. So I definitely think, up around the 300 level and some of these higher levels, it was definitely overvalued, even though they have really strong earnings. So kind of what I saw was this big move from 310 down to where we're at now, around the 50 to 60 mark. And why this looked like an attractive long-term hold to me is because their earnings have remained really strong. Now they did have a couple quarters here where they dipped just below the $1 mark on earnings per share, but boom, they popped right back up, and the last 4 quarters have been really strong. So the bears have been trying to drive this thing lower, and they've barely been eking out a downtrend here. It almost looks like it's going sideways and consolidating, but we do have slightly on the weekly here lower highs, but I think this thing is really going to turn around because these earnings are going to drive this thing. At some point, it's going to find a bottom. The latest bottom here that we see is around 57.29. You can see it just eked out a lower low here on the weekly. But if these strong earnings continue, and I mean they have a history, look at going all the way back here to like 2020, you just see that they're every quarter just killing it on earnings. So this downward pressure, and the bears are just going to lose traction on this, I think. And I think we're consolidating right now, and I expect this thing to blast off and for us to mark up pretty soon here. And kind of my plan on PayPal is I bought in just below 61. I think it was like 60.77, but kind of my feeling on it is let me make it an initial purchase of shares around that $60 mark, and if somehow the bears are able to crush this thing lower, which I don't really see happening, but if they are, I'm going to start to buy more shares. I'm going to start to average down. And you could really see the volume here lately spiking. Around this earnings report, we had a big spike in volume here, almost looks like 200 million on that earnings report, and volume has remained pretty high here on the weekly. So definitely increased volume here on the weekly in between these last 2 earnings quarters than we had going pretty far back to this earnings quarter here. So yeah, increased volume here. Sellers are kind of losing steam. I really like this, and if it does move lower, I will just continue again to average down because these strong earnings look like they're going to continue, and if they continue, this thing's going to blast off. So I think it's a really good discount. I think it's a really good price. I'll continue to keep you updated here on ticker PYPL or PayPal Holdings. Please like this video. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate you for taking the time to watch this. Talk to you soon.